Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
And
with cat hair.
Today we'll be recapping The Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 14, Episode 3. All aboard the rumor train. Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Okay, so the little fiesta from hell continues. And Vicky is just on the outs with everybody, even as she calls her Brownwind. Well, Bronwyn is friends with Kelly, so she has her guard up, and Vicky's like, what's your problem with me? You don't know me. You have all these birds chirping in your ear. She's like, no, there's no birds.
There's no birds.
She's like, well, don't be nasty. I'm not going to be nasty. I'm just, I'll be honest.
And then towards the end of the party, Vicky approaches Brownwind.
Yeah.
And says, you can be nice or you can be nasty. Those are the two. Those are your two options. You could be nice or you could be nasty.
It's just weird.
She goes, I can be honest. How about that?
Gina gets into it with Vicky because she's like, you call me the jailbird. And she's like, I didn't say that. If it didn't come from me, I didn't say it. She's like, but you're lying to my face. I saw the text messages.
And they show the text.
They show. She definitely did say that.
Yeah.
Vicky's just in a world of shit.
She always has been. I wish she was still on full time, but.
And then Tamra tells her husband. God. Yeah. He's like, so I get a pass, right? Like 2 weeks, no church. She's like, I'm having a couple of drinks, so you can have anal. He's like, I don't want your anal.
I don't want your anal.
That was pretty gross. What?
She's a grandmother. You're a grandmother. Can you imagine your grandmother talking that way? Can you? Oh, I'd throw up. I'd probably throw up.
That was just awful. That was really awful. I don't understand. But anyway, that's the end of the party.
I'm glad because
no, wait. There's one thing.
No.
Shannon is acting like BFF with Bronwyn.
Which is so weird. Kind of creepy.
Yeah, I feel like we hit it off right away.
Like they're best friends.
Let's get drinks. It was a little...
sad. There's something kind of sad there. Like she can't just have it be an acquaintance. It's all of a sudden she goes into the, BFF territory.
Then Gina's parents are coming to visit. Gina's showing them her new house. And Gina's mom mentions that Matt, Gina's ex, has been hitting her up. And I don't know what that means, but Gina's like, yeah, there's a lot they don't know. It's hard to disappoint your parents.
Yeah, they don't know that he's probably beating her up. Or did. Or allegedly.
I feel bad for her because she really needs the support, but I think she doesn't want to lay too much on them.
No, exactly.
She seems very much alone.
She does. And her parents seem nice, though.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my office. You could sleep in it.
It's very femme.
Yeah, it's very feminine, but make yourself comfortable. Bronwyn and Shannon are out for drinks, and I feel like they're getting way too close way too quickly.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I think Shannon really needs a new friend, and Bronwyn really needs an ally, or Bronwyn really needs to attach herself to somebody so she can get in with the other women. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, but she's friends with Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's something... I get this manipulative vibe from Bronwyn. Like she knows to disclose things about herself to make you open up. So first they talk about Vicky, and Shannon says she's forgiven Vicky for the things that they've been through in the past. And Bronwyn's like, well, I don't know her, but I'm close to Kelly, so... But then Bronwyn starts talking about how her daughter was in all these dance competitions, and
she was a dance mom.
Yep, and that particular daughter developed OCD, shocker, and they had to send her away, and it was very hard, and it changed how they parented all their kids.
Yeah.
And Shannon starts breaking down.
First of all, do you think it's kind of inappropriate to talk about your daughter like that on the show?
Yeah. Well, I think the way most of them talk about their kids and feature their kids is inappropriate. Like, if I were on one of these shows, I wouldn't allow my kids to be on it.
You wouldn't say much of it, anything at
No,
all.
I don't think your kids should be involved. I just don't. You know, I mean, these are the choices they're making, fine, but I think it's a big mistake.
I mean, I hope that they at least got their daughter's permission to talk about it. But anyhow, so Shannon starts crying, and it was kind of awkward. I felt like Shannon started making it all about her.
Well, I think Shannon's very fragile, very sensitive, and
Yeah.
she said she's going through the same thing, that her kids are very damaged from her divorce and that they're not doing so well, that they're not straight A students anymore. And
She has a lot of guilt.
Bronwyn gets up and gives her a big hug and a kiss, and she's like, "This is why I love you." When did we say I love you?
After we got into a fight about the second season of Big Little Lies.
I don't think we said I love you for years.
Yeah, recently. I think it was after we got into that fight.
Actually, it was the fight last summer.
Oh, the one before we did the little thing, yeah. So after a fight, that's when we say it.
I just don't think going out for the first time with someone is the time to... Like, I've had this happen where I get close to people really quickly and they're like, "I love you."
Oh, it drives me crazy.
It never has ended
You know what
well.
I say? I say thank you. Or I go, "Oh, that's nice." I'm not responding that way.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's never ended well. It's always ended with a blow up. The person is crazy.
Yeah.
False intimacy, red flag.
And that's Shannon.
Okay, well, Tamra is moving her mom into an old folks home, which I kind of found funny because she says she's 68 and Tamra's in her 50s.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, so your mom had you when she was like 16, 17, and she's ready for the home? 68 is a little young for the old folks home.
I mean,
She said it was just the apartment was there, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to be 65 to live there. I don't know if... I think she might just be...
I'd be pretty fucking depressed if my kid got me an apartment in an old folks home.
I don't know. She might be happy about it only because she was living with her fucking son. I wouldn't want to be living with my son.
That's true.
And you know, STDs run rampant in old folks communities, so maybe Sandy will be getting some action. And I also have to say, I feel kind of bad that I insulted her haircut in the first episode. Because, I mean, I like Sandy. I'll just say that. You could do better.
And then we get this really long and dramatic and sad scene that made me very, very...
Yes, it did.
It gave me a visceral response.
Yes, it did.
Emily and Gina.
It starts off with Gina bragging about how she can open a champagne bottle now. She really can't.
And Emily is explaining that she wanted to dance for her husband in Vegas.
Yes.
She wanted to perform for him for their anniversary,
Yes.
and he doesn't want to go. And he's going to go stay in a hotel for 2 weeks to study for the bar. And
she said, "I'm good with that."
She's not. And she said,
No.
"My alopecia came back. I have a bald spot on the top of my head." That is so awful.
He's an asshole.
That's major stress. And
He's
then,
a fucking asshole. Although, first of all, can we rewind 1 second? Because she mentioned she wants to do the dance for her husband. And Gina brought up a good point saying, that doesn't sound like her husband at all. Her husband doesn't even like cursing in his household.
And Gina's like, it sounds like it's a bigger issue because, she's
Yeah.
like, I don't know why Emily would have thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
But still, it's like,
Don't shut her down like that. He is a fucking asshole.
I feel really bad for both of them.
I do too.
Because then Gina starts opening up about Matt, her ex-husband, and she can't even, she starts crying. She's like, "I can't do this. I can't. I want to leave." She walks in another room, then she comes back, and Emily already knows
Yes.
that Gina's ex-husband had an affair the whole time, and Gina says that she had to carry it around because she was protecting her kids, and Emily says, "Putting on a brave face this whole time has not served you." And Gina's just bawling.
And you know what? It makes me feel so bad for Gina because she held this in all last season. And the women, she tells everyone she's getting a divorce. Why? Why are you getting a divorce? That doesn't make sense. Why are you getting a divorce? Nagging her. And she keeps it to herself. It was Vicky who said, there's an affair. Vicky was the one who caught on, but
And
it's
Gina's
sad.
really upset because she found a Valentine's card and apparently Matt is still seeing the woman he had the affair with. And it's very painful. And, I mean, I will say it's refreshing to watch this show after Beverly Hills where they're so fake about everything and they don't share anything. Yeah. Everything's la-di-da, la-la-la, I'm a performer, everything's wonderful, I'm rich, and they're full of shit. On this show, it's like New York in that they're being really gritty. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's a real downer.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Gina get better. I want to see them all be happy.
And I want to see Emily get rid of that fucking asshole. I hope she does.
Oh, it's killing me.
He's fucking awful.
I want to be
2 weeks, Martha. And I mean, I understand maybe a week prior to going to the bar exam.
No.
Especially if you have like 2 kids. I mean.
You don't do this. You know, my grandfather had 3 kids. And he got 3 masters from Columbia University. And my grandmother still talks about it, helping him with the term papers and dealing with kids. And you just do it. Like,
you do it.
You just do it. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that manage to pass the bar exam while managing a family. You don't get to just, like, leave your duties and say, oh, how dare you bother me with a thing.
You're harassing me.
What a jerk. He must be insecure. He's going to fail.
Well, he's failed a few times already.
That's what it is. He wants to blame them. It's my stupid kids. It's my stupid wife.
He's probably so jealous of his wife.
What an asshole.
He is. I don't care for him at all. Leave him, Emily, please. What's his name? Shane.
Oh my God. Why are men like this?
I don't. They're bad.
We had a teacher, a really good guy who had daughters, and one day out of the blue in acting class, he turns to all the ladies in the class and he's like, I don't understand why you're not all lesbians. He's like, men are dogs, all of them, and I don't know why you put up with them at all at any time.
Was this Scott?
Ever.
They are.
They are.
And I see it more and more and more.
Yeah.
Manipulative. But you know what's interesting? They're pussies at the same time.
They are.
They're tough and they're fucking assholes, but they're fucking pussies.
It just pains me to see women deal with all the messes they make.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
We get this footage of Kelly and her daughter in Aspen. And again, I found it weird, you know, the way she's like, we're gonna guilt her dad into getting her Gucci shoes. I feel like she's just putting this poor kid on the spot all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, because then they pan and you just see all these fucking Gucci bags, so there's clearly more than just shoes, and I'm sure a lot of it belongs to Kelly and whoever that blonde woman. I didn't get a good vibe from her in the background.
I don't know.
What did she say about her daughter? She centers me.
She grounds me. Look, I don't think it's nice that Vicky said you don't spend any time with her. I think it's obvious Kelly loves her daughter. I just think that she's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will say I'm very judgmental because I'm not a mom, but I would like to think when I have kids, I'd like to have kids someday, I will not make them feel like they're responsible for my happiness or put them in the middle of adult situations. Is that so much to...
No, I think that's what's damaged me. I don't know about you. But I think you become a parentified child. You're robbed of a childhood.
I definitely was in the middle a lot as a kid. Because the firstborn, like Gia's like that. Oh, Teresa's daughter is not like the other ones. She's very much like in the drama. Yeah.
And she's so mature.
That's how I was.
But then you're told, oh, you're so mature, you're so good, and it's like they're petting you on the head.
It. Yeah, you're so mature for your age, but it's
like,
not
it's your fault, you motherfucker. You're so mature, and you're 8.
That's how I was. Oh, you're very precocious. Yeah, well, that's because I'm in the middle of the drama all the time. Oh, parents do the best they can usually.
Don't have any kids, so. Or animals. Here comes Blanket, by the way. I hear him waddling.
You put your cats in the middle.
Clearly, they all have anxiety issues.
You have no boundaries with your cats.
I know.
So then Bronwyn shows us her daughter, the one that has OCD.
It makes sense why she brings up the daughter to Shannon now.
Yeah, obviously, so she could put her on the show. Yeah. Promote her dance career.
Oh, yeah.
This is not going to be good for her. I think putting a child who has anxiety on television as a teenager.
60, yeah.
Oh, she's so motivated. She has a dancewear line.
And she looks motivated, but I don't think she realizes.
Again, not being a kid.
So I don't know what to think of that whole scene with them at the. So the dad's a designer, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not liking the way any of these people are with their kids.
No.
It's weird.
It is.
You know, I'm laughing now because when we did our intro, I went choo choo.
I know.
And I did not know what was coming.
No.
Okay, so the ladies went out to dinner, so Kelly and Emily are not there. So it's Tamara, Gina, Shannon,
and
Bronwyn. They decide to invite Vicky pretty reluctantly.
And
Vicky
Bronwyn sort of buries the hatchet.
Yeah,
with
I
Vicky.
think Bronwyn is playing it smart. She's like, listen, I rushed to judgment. I heard a lot of things, and she kind of stepped back, which, okay, that was smart. But Vicky, I don't know how they get into this subject of what happened with Kelly, but I think it's Sheena who says, you hurt Jolie.
Yes, that's what it is.
And she's like, I never said she had a cocaine problem. And they're like, but you did say she had a cocaine problem.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, Vicky says, I think Kelly just has a problem because I know more than I'm saying. That's such a classic Housewives move.
Yes.
Such a classic, like, I know more than I'm saying, but I'm not going to say it. Well, you know what you're doing by doing that. And Gina's like, you're saying she's not a cokehead, but you know something even worse. And Tamara goes, are we talking about Choo Choo Train? She's like, Vicky's like, we had a code. I'm not telling you, telephone Tamara. We all agreed we're not going to talk about the train.
I want to know.
I think that must be a drug thing.
I think so. I can't think of anything else.
I don't know, but it just makes me laugh. First of all, why does Vicky always scream? She called me fat.
She gets very excited.
Like that. It's like, hello, don't talk about the train.
I don't know, but I love the chemistry between Tamara and Vicky. They do have such great chemistry. Even if they're fighting, it doesn't matter. It's like electric. There's something so good.
I want to know what this Choo Choo Train is.
Oh, I know. We're going to find out.
Wow, Bethany, wow.
Choo choo.
Speaking of Bethany, we have to address. Marianne, let's have a moment of silence. We've lost one of the greatest housewives. We've lost an OG.
Did you know this was coming?
No.
I was shocked.
I was shocked too.
Okay,
that's enough. We lost LVP. We lost, and whether you like her or not, it's a loss. We lost Bethany, whether you like her or not. Vicky's been demoted. I don't like this, and I think part of it must be a money thing. The OGs are getting very expensive.
It has to be, right?
I'm very sad for the future of Real Housewives of New York, and I want to audition for it.
I think you'd be so good, Martha.
Yeah, but I'm boring.
Martha.
Well, no, I'm not boring, but I mean, I'm not rich.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
I don't think I would want this kind of a life. Can you imagine being a housewife? It destroys everything. Reality TV is not good for you as a person. Being in it is very hard. I think Bethany, well, she did this before, who knows, but she moved on to other things. She has a production deal with Mark Burnett, who's an asshole.
I find that so weird that she would have a production deal with him.
It was really sad. She put on Instagram a picture of her first tagline, New York City's my playground.
Why is she... Did she say... Oh, it's because... God damn it, Bethany!
I'm very upset. And even worse, we're not going to BravoCon.
Oh my God. Fuck you, BravoCon. Oh my God.
Here's the thing with BravoCon. It was exorbitantly expensive. That's number one. But then they don't tell you which days which housewives will be there. And we wanted to specifically target most likely the New York ones, like Ramona, Bethany, and there's
Jersey.
there's very little information. So I'm like, I'm not willing to spring for this when I don't even know what I'm getting.
Yeah, and we're gonna end up with some like knockoff Housewives.
So we're not gonna go. We might go outside and just like stake out the place, like what we did with Janine Pirro.
I wonder if Bethany will even be there now.
I think Bethany is gonna go, probably, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So what we're gonna do instead is ask Bethany for a cameo. You know that website Cameo where you can pay for someone to give you a shout out? We're gonna tell Bethany to give UnKind TV a shout out.
It's like $2.75, but I think that's worth it.
Yeah, why not?
Do you think she'd watch it though? If we'd be like, watch.
Yeah, I think if we tell Bethany about the impressions, I think she'd get a kick out of it.
I think she'd really like your Ramona and your Luann.
We're gonna try that, but I'm sorry to report that we will not be at BravoCon.
And I'm sorry about fucking Bethany. What the fuck?
I know, I think they're filming now. Luann posted something really passive-aggressive about it, like a really shitty picture of her and Bethany. We've had our ups and downs, but you'll be missed. Ramona was like, of course, I'm going to miss Bethany, okay? She's been with us from the beginning. Ramona, that's the thing. As horrible as Ramona is, Ramona really loves Bethany.
Yeah, you have to.
They love each other a lot. I mean, I'm very upset about this. I'm very upset about it. I don't know who are they going to get to replace Bethany.
Well, I isn't there like some fucking horse owner coming on or something? There's like some racehorse woman who's friends with Luann or something.
I want to audition. You should audition.
Would I be the gay assistant?
Sonia's intern.
Ew, I don't like those assistant types. They're so awful.
I just feel like the casting people with New York, like, what were they thinking with Barbara? Barbara was a really poor choice.
No,
and
Barbara
I like Barbara.
is Jersey.
Barbara just didn't fit.
She would fit well with New Jersey.
But now, in the absence of Bethany, perhaps it's a chance for Janine.
By the way, can we talk briefly about Bombshell, the movie with Charlize Theron and Nicole Kidman, as they are Megyn Kelly and Gretchen Carlson, and I went on IMDb because I wanted to see if Janine Pirro would be a part of it. I've never heard the actress playing Janine. Of course, they went with someone who's probably Lebanese, but it did break my heart that you weren't given at least the opportunity to audition for it. Do you have anything to say, Janine, about this? Are you looking forward to Bombshell, the movie?
I have no interest in liberal weird propaganda. It'll be a very inaccurate portrayal.
I don't know. I know.
Oh, well. Anyway, guys, we love you. Thanks for keeping us afloat.
We do.
Through our sad lives.
We're all caught up with OC now.
We'll get better. Life has its...
We will.
Shit happens. Shit happens. You know? It's weird, too. He and I have had, so many parallel things happen. Weird.
It's terrible. Oh, well.
Here's hoping that soon we'll have good news to share.
We will.
Yeah.
Soon enough. I think I'm more optimistic than you are.
Yeah, I'm a very negative person.
Didn't someone say you had a black aura?
I've been told that more than once by readers and stuff that, yeah, my aura is black.
They're fucking morons.
Painted black. I see a red door and I want it painted black. That's me. Yeah, fine. My aura's black. I have a negative outlook because life has been tough.
It is.
Oh, well. You don't get sunshine without a little rain. I don't know what shitty quote I just took that from. Is that a song?
Probably.
Bye, guys.